supervolcano. Yellowstone sits atop a massive supervolcano capable of eruptions far greater than any nuclear bomb ever tested. Half the geysers. The park contains more than half of the world's geothermal features, including over 300 geysers. Petrifaction. Trees and other objects can turn into stone due to the extremely mineral-rich waters of the park. Superheated. Yellowstone Lake has underwater vents that heat the water above them, creating areas that stay unfrozen all winter. Ancient volcano. The Yellowstone region has experienced 3 massive volcanic eruptions over the past 2.1 million years. Earthquake swarms. The park experiences thousands of minor earthquakes annually, a result of its active geological processes. Native land. Yellowstone was a crucial hunting and spiritual area for multiple Native American tribes before it became a national park. Protected wolves. After reintroduction in the 1990s, Yellowstone's wolf population plays a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance. Invisible migration. Yellowstone's pronghorn antelope population undertakes one of the longest land migrations of any mammal in the continental US. Unique biodiversity. Yellowstone supports unique species such as the Yellowstone cutthroat trout, which is crucial for the ecosystem. Old Faithful. This famous geyser has eruptions so predictable that they can be forecast with a high degree of accuracy. Giantess eruption. The Giantess geyser can stay dormant for years but erupts dramatically with bursts that can reach up to 200 feet. Colors galore. The park's colorful hot springs are due to thermophilic bacteria thriving in extremely hot temperatures. Volcanic gases. Areas of the park release harmful gases naturally, which can be lethal in high concentrations. Pristine waters. Yellowstone Lake is one of the largest high-elevation lakes in North America, providing a critical habitat for wildlife. Fossil forests. There are extensive fossil forests in Yellowstone, layered one atop another, preserved by volcanic ash. Endangered sounds. The natural soundscapes of Yellowstone are protected as a resource similarly to its wildlife and geothermal features. Towering falls. The lower falls of the Yellowstone River is more than twice the height of Niagara Falls. Volcanic heat. The heat driving Yellowstone's geothermal features come from just below the Earth's crust, heating groundwater that reaches the surface. Historic Lodge. The Old Faithful Inn, built in 1903 to 1904, is one of the few remaining log hotels in the United States and is a National Historic Landmark. Bear territory. Yellowstone is home to one of the few populations of grizzly bears in the contiguous United States. Magma chamber. The park's underground magma chamber is estimated to be capable of filling the Grand Canyon more than 11 times over. Isolated wolves. The park's wolves are genetically distinct from any others in the contiguous United States due to their isolation. Thermal rivers. Some of Yellowstone's rivers run warm all year, heated by the abundant geothermal activity below. Volcanic basin. The Yellowstone caldera is one of the largest active volcanic systems in the world, spanning about 45 by 30 miles. Fire regeneration. The extensive fires of 1988 helped regenerate large parts of the park's forest, promoting biodiversity and new growth. Travertine terraces. Mammoth hot springs are famous for their rapidly changing travertine terraces built up over centuries by mineral-rich waters. Geothermal wonders. The park's diverse geothermal activity creates over 10,000 hot springs, mud parks, fumaroles, and geysers. Climate archive. The park's geological strata record past volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and climate changes over millions of years. Vanishing lake. A lake in the park, known as Lost Lake, drains down a limestone cavern, periodically disappearing and reappearing. Predator impact. The reintroduction of wolves has significantly changed the behavior and number of deer and elk, affecting the entire ecosystem. Night Sky Reserve. Yellowstone is a prime spot for stargazing, with efforts underway to designate it as a dark sky park to preserve its nocturnal environment. Winter Haven. Yellowstone's deep snows create a winter wonderland that supports a distinct set of wildlife activities and behaviors during the cold months. Hydrothermal explosions. The park has witnessed over 20 significant hydrothermal explosions in the past 14,000 years, creating craters and dramatically altering the landscape. Seismic vault. Yellowstone acts as a natural seismic vault, recording detailed geophysical data crucial for understanding Earth movements. Thermal adaptation. Wildlife in Yellowstone has adapted to utilize the warm geothermal areas for survival during the harsh winter months. Landscape art. The park's dramatic landscapes have inspired countless artists and photographers, influencing the conservation movement in America. Isolated biomes. Yellowstone's unique elevation and geography create isolated biomes, harboring species found nowhere else on Earth. Continental divide. Yellowstone encompasses part of the Continental Divide, which determines the directional flow of water across North America. Living museum. The park serves as a living museum, showcasing ecosystems and geological processes that have been active for millions of years. Wildflower meadows. The park explodes with colorful wildflowers in spring and summer, offering a spectacular display across its meadows and valleys. Soundtrack of nature. Yellowstone's natural acoustics, from the howling of wolves to the gushing of geysers, contribute to its wild character. Wildlife corridors. The park is part of a network of wildlife corridors that allow species to migrate across vast distances for genetic diversity. Bioecology. Fire plays a natural role in Yellowstone's ecology, helping to maintain healthy forests and meadows. Geological showcase. Yellowstone showcases some of the Earth's most extreme and varied geology, from massive volcanic formations to ancient petrified forests. Carbon sink. The park's forests and soils act as a significant carbon sink, helping to absorb CO2 from the atmosphere. Elevation extremes. Elevations in Yellowstone range from about 5,282 feet to 11,358 feet above sea level, creating diverse habitats. Landscape evolution. The park's landscape is constantly evolving due to ongoing geological activity, erosion, and sedimentation. Extinct creatures. Fossils of extinct creatures like the dire wolf have been found within Yellowstone, providing a glimpse into its ancient ecological past. Thermal diversity. Yellowstone's Norris Geyser Basin is the hottest and most changeable thermal area in the park, showcasing extreme and varied geothermal activity.